The Miller Family Christmas. The winter air was crisp and biting as Bill stepped inside the house, knocking the fresh powder from his boots. Judy looked up from her tasks with a questioning glance. She asked if he had finally cleared the driveway. Bill confirmed that he had. She then inquired if he had put back the snowblower, to which he again gave an affirmative nod. When she asked if the neighbors had caught him in the act of clearing his path, Bill reassured her that they had not. He added that there was good news for the coming summer, because he had noticed the neighbors had purchased a slip and slide. Judy smiled, commenting on how wonderfully Christmassy it looked outside. She mentioned seeing someone had made snow angels on the front lawn. Bill corrected her, explaining that it was not a snow angel but rather him falling down and being unable to get back up. Judy laughed, admitting she had seen him but chose not to help because it was warm inside and quite funny to watch from the window. The ringing of the telephone interrupted their banter. Bill answered and greeted his mother, Louise. He confirmed that they were indeed coming to her place for Christmas since it was her year to host. However, his expression shifted to surprise. He repeated the word cruise in disbelief. He realized that his parents would not be spending Christmas with them after all. Although he expressed disappointment, he told his mother that he and his father should have a great time and that they would be missed. After hanging up, Bill let out a shout of joy. He announced to Judy that his parents would be gone for the holidays. He wondered if Katie had been told, but Judy noted that Katie had probably left a message on her cell phone, though there were no new messages yet. Bill was ecstatic. He told Judy that after all these years, they finally had the chance to have their own Miller Christmas. They could do whatever they wanted and create their own traditions. He jokingly suggested a new drink called Beer Nog. Just then, Linda entered the room. She suggested that they take this opportunity to open their hearts and homes to someone less fortunate, whom she described as the sad, the pathetic, and the downtrodden. Bill realized she was talking about herself and told her she could come over. Lauren came down from the attic carrying a box of decorations. She told her mother she had retrieved them and expressed how much she appreciated everything Judy did for the family. Judy teased her, calling it the most but kissy time of the year. Lauren tried to deny it, but Judy guessed it had something to do with a medium brown suede jacket on layaway at Berensen's. Bill shared his excitement about cutting down a live tree this year instead of using the fake one. He suggested they go to a lot and do it themselves. Later, Bill tried to encourage his teenage son, Brian, to set up the Candy Cane Express model train. Brian protested, claiming he was too old for such things. However, when Bill brought out the stuffed toy Coco Claus, Brian could not help but show some affection for his old friend. Soon, Louise arrived with young Tina. Louise questioned why Bill was hiding in the basement when she came to pick up the child. Tina was upset because her recent picture with Santa Claus had gone poorly. Apparently, Santa had suffered a seizure, and an elf had to put a candy cane in his mouth. Tina declared she did not want Santa in the house. This fear was compounded by the fact that the previous year she had discovered the Easter Bunny smoking behind a dumpster. Louise then informed Bill that she had tickets to the Nutcracker on Saturday and hoped he would go with her. Bill declined, but Louise reminded him that they would at least see each other for Christmas Eve dinner. She announced that she wanted everyone to come to her new, smaller apartment. Judy and Bill tried to protest, pointing out that the apartment was tiny and Louise no longer had her piano. Louise played on their guilt, mentioning how difficult life had been since Bill's father left her for a woman named Merry Christmas. Bill reluctantly agreed to go, but Judy was frustrated. She wanted the Christmas Eve dinner she had always dreamed of, with turkey or beef. To solve the problem, Bill decided he would buy his mother a great gift to soften the blow, and then tell her they were staying home. He chose a portable electric keyboard, thinking it would replace the piano she missed. When he delivered it to her apartment, Louise was skeptical about whether she needed the internet to use it. Bill explained it was portable, so she could bring it to their house for dinner. Louise, however, used guilt again, describing how lonely she felt in her small apartment and mentioning the risk of falling and breaking her hip on the ice. Bill caved once more and agreed to have dinner at her place. Meanwhile, Linda brought a woman named Stacy to the house. Stacy was the needy person Linda had chosen to help. Linda described Stacy as a mess and planned to give her a complete makeover to feel good about herself. After an awkward encounter where Stacy locked herself in the bathroom, Linda felt even more determined to fix her. The day of the tree cutting arrived. The family returned with the tree, though Brian noted they had been chased away by a neighbor. Just as they were deciding where to put the tree, they discovered a large piano in their living room. Louise had delivered it as a gift, claiming she took the hint when Bill gave her the keyboard. She announced she would be coming over every Saturday to give them all lessons. Bill and Judy realized the piano had to go because it was taking up the entire room, forcing their couch into the kitchen. When Bill tried to tell Louise they could not keep it, she became upset, saying she would just wait for next year to be happy. Bill finally gave in completely, agreeing to have Christmas Eve dinner at her house just to keep her calm. On Christmas Eve, the family gathered at Louise's cramped apartment. The piano was there too, as Louise had taken it back but kept it in the middle of the room. The space was so tight that everyone had to move whenever someone wanted to open the refrigerator. Judy was determined to eat her crown roast, but Louise revealed she had dropped it on the floor and was serving ham instead. Linda arrived with Stacy, who had undergone a stunning transformation. Stacy looked beautiful and informed Linda that she had been invited to a party by a man named Mark McCarthy, whom Linda had been interested in for years. Stacy was heading to a rich estate while Linda felt left behind with her cats. The dinner became chaotic. Bill discovered that Louise had sold all the gifts he had ever bought her, including a bread maker and a food processor, to buy the expensive presents she was giving out now. He was hurt, feeling that his gifts meant nothing to her. Louise explained that her former husband used to buy her expensive things to make up for his absence, and she felt Bill did the same thing. She told him that what she truly wanted was his time, not gadgets. She showed him a poem he had written for her in the 2nd grade, which she had kept all those years. Bill realized his mother just wanted to be part of his life. They reconciled, and Bill promised to spend more time with her. Louise was happy and even complimented Judy's suede jacket, noting how much but kissing must have occurred to get it. As the night wound down, Bill attempted to show Tina that Santa was not scary by putting on an old suit he found in the garage. However, the suit was filled with spiders. Bill ended the night screaming in terror as the spiders crawled over him, while the family watched in a mix of horror and amusement. It was not the Christmas they had planned, but it was certainly a Miller Christmas they would never forget.